XRP is down roughly $2.17 today, a brutal drop. Honestly, it feels like one of those classic pump and dumps, and it's got me frustrated. I ended up getting liquidated on my position because I knocked out without setting a stop loss. And yeah, I woke up to absolute carnage. So now I'm back at square one. But I've got a hunch. I can feel something shifting. It looks like they just flushed the market and are getting ready to push XRP back up again. There's something off about how it's behaving, which tells me the bottom might not be in just yet. We're diving into all of that in this video, trying to decode what's really going on here, especially now that Powell is warning us about higher inflation numbers this summer. That's the official reason for the dump. But honestly, I'm not buying it. You know what I think? I think it dumped right after I entered my long position, like they hunted that liquidity. That's why I usually keep my trades private. Even though it's unlikely they were after me, it feels that way sometimes. But hey, I'm just a small fish in a massive ocean. Anyway, take a look at this XRP chart. The movement is just weird. I'm telling you, it's lining up for another pump. It's that gut feeling, especially with July 4th around the corner. Something about that timing, with all the fireworks and momentum. I think it's going to rally again. I've said it before and I'll probably say it again. I'm done talking about my trades. But here we are. This level right now, not a terrible place to buy in my opinion. Could be a good zone to accumulate before another leg up. Now, if Powell is right and inflation is going to tick up through the summer, what does that mean for the market? Typically, it brings bearish vibes. So have we actually bottomed out yet? I'm not convinced. The chart doesn't look like it's hit the bottom. It should have dipped lower before reversing, but it didn't. That's suspicious. And like I've said before, I feel 90% confident that I know where XRP's absolute bottom or top will be. Not even kidding. And hey, if there's someone out there who wants to buy that prediction, $1 million and I'll show you proof, because I really do think I've figured it out. Switching gears, let's touch on something from Esoteric King. We're back discussing XRP in the wider community. Some of this stuff is fascinating. Also, I think I've got a couple $100 left to throw into XRP. Gonna try and ride it up again, and this time I feel like I've got a solid read on the path it's gonna take. Then there's me. Pulls post from June 30. We were riding high, everything was looking good. But as soon as July 1 hit, that smile turned to a frown. I can't lie, this is painful. It feels like I'm just giving my money away to these exchanges. But I'm still hopeful. I really believe I can recover my original stack in a single trade. It's possible. Actually, I know it's possible. And I think that next big move is coming soon. We're real close now. I can feel it. You know why? Because XRP is sitting right on top of some heavy support. Serious wall. I'm telling you, they're about to send it. I genuinely believe they're gearing up for a push real soon. But here's the deal. If they don't hold the price where it is now, XRP is going to fall off a cliff. It's do or die. Either they save it now or it gets wrecked. And I think that decision gets made within the next 24 hours. It's that critical. Now listen carefully. If XRP does bottom out here, the bounce won't be slow or quiet. It's going to launch at warp speed. You'll be staring at your screen like, is this even real? Your jaw will literally drop. That's how XRP moves when it's ready. The current price action, weird, suspicious. That tells me we're not quite there, but we're almost there. Now here's something wild. Remember February 7th? I must have rolled over and hit the switch in my sleep. But on that exact day, Baba Cugs posted about David Schwartz flipping the switch, reversed. That's 7-2, which is tomorrow. You guys feeling this? Something big is lining up. And here's another strange one. July 4th, 2025. Do the math. July is the 7th month, plus 4 is 11. That's 7, 4 is 11. Add 2 po 0, 2, 5, and you get 9. Put it together. 9. Now I know what you're thinking. Wait, 9, 11? That's bad. But here's the twist. Bad energy often fuels XRP. Every time we get hit with so-called negative news, XRP seems to flip the script and go ballistic. Remember earlier this year, there was a delay in the SEC case, or something. It looked bearish. I told you then, they'd pump it off that bad news, and what happened? Boom. Brad Garlinghouse drops the good news about pulling the appeal, and XRP rips. Exactly what I said. So I'm saying it again. Watch July. Rewatch this video on that day. I honestly believe we'll be trading above this level by then. That's the feeling I've got. Something big is about to hit, and XRP is going to explode. I'm not saying I know everything for sure, but here's another wild decode for July 4th. 9/11 energy all over again. Remember, on 9/11, XRP's price exploded. That 5089 candle was real. It's like two separate forces, dark and light, colliding at the exact same moment. Seriously fascinating stuff. And now we've got XRP leading volume on Korea's top exchange, Upbit. It might have cooled off by now, but that climb was obvious. It keeps ticking upward, which to me screams incoming pump. Still, man, these exchanges are wicked. These market makers dragged XRP all the way back down like savages. It's straight up disgusting. I mean, I literally feel sick watching them play these games. Then out of nowhere, Boom. The SEC just gave the green light to convert Grayscale's digital large cap fund into an ETF. And guess what? Cryptos are included. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP, along with Solana and Cardano. Let that sink in. XRP is in an ETF now. So, riddle me this. With news that massive, why are we dumping? You know why. They're hunting liquidity. Plain and simple. But I swear, I'm counting down the days till I catch that perfect bottom. And when I do, I'm gonna laugh for an hour straight, like a maniac. I'm not even kidding. This kind of bullish news should cause a surge in the next few days. I'm confident. Even Credible Crypto said, XRP hasn't popped yet, because the ideal zone hasn't been hit. According to him, there's been a few touches already. A triple tap pattern forming. The third tap could take us back down slightly before that rocket launch. It doesn't have to go lower, but if it does, that's our chance. Then there's the legendary XRP versus Bitcoin chart. It's been held down like a prisoner. 1, 2, 3, 4 times we got rejected off the same resistance line. And if you know anything about how market makers operate, you already know they love to grab that liquidity before the real move. So for me, that signals a pump is right around the corner. Just my belief, not financial advice. Oh, and don't forget this, back on June 22, XRP dropped below 2. Since then, we've been consolidating, waiting. July 4th is next. A prime chance to reload. If you're holding cash on the sidelines, this could be it. Personally, I'm buying. If it pumps, I'll sell. If it dips again, I'll buy more. No leverage, just spot. That's what the Riddler said, and I agree. But at the same time, is it even worth it? We're heading toward a new all-time high. Maybe trying to scrape together a few extra tokens isn't worth risking the full move. For me though, this is the only shot I have to rebuild. So I'm taking it. I still believe, my faith's intact. Now here's something cryptic. Ripple Crippler tweeted on 17/6. Back in 2023. Don't search for the date. It's already in plain sight. That's 7/6 and 13, major signal. That's when XRP moved. Even David Schwartz posted on 7/7. Flipping the switch, I'm taking a rest for a few days. Do you guys feel this energy? A pump is coming, one that's gonna snap us all awake again. Also, does anyone know what that old 1996 photo labeled backrub was about? Don't Google it too easy. Think about it. Backrub sounds a lot like BlackRock, doesn't it? That's no coincidence. It all points to ETF season. And XRP's in the spotlight. Check out this photo of David Schwartz smiling inside a castle. Posted August 19th. Unicorns everywhere. Almost surreal. August 19th. I don't know, but something about that date feels like an XRP AATX moment. Now take the XRP BTC chart. It's following this trippy sine wave pattern. According to that, XRP is about to reclaim dominance over Bitcoin. And while the Russell 2000 is surging, XRP hasn't moved yet. That divergence means someone's faking it. And my money's on Bitcoin. Speaking of big bets, there's a whale who went 20x long on XRP with $1 million. Liquidation's around 13 cents. But I think he'll be safe. Barely. June 30. Ragnarok. That's why the drop happened. I was literally about to eat when it hit. These people are ruthless, evil, but my heart's still grinning. I haven't given up.